The same kids who show up to school not bringing their shaker cup, the same kids who don't take their nutrition or their supplements, the same kids who don't wear their polos, the same kids who can't keep a 3.0 GPA, the same kids who show those traits where they can't do the things that should be easy, just following directions and doing your job. The way you approach one thing is the way you approach everything.
That's right.
So the kids that go and wear their polos, do their 3.0, they show up on time, they take their supplements, they take the weight room serious, those guys tend to outwork the talented guys. Hard work beats talent when talent stops working hard. You see the success that's talked about at these top private schools, but no one talks about how many guys actually go to those private schools and who transfer.
That's right.
Right? And I would say we have majority of our kids that we put out, they end up outworking the other kids who have more talent. Talent isn't enough anymore. You have to be able to have the grit, the hard work. You have to be able to be uncomfortable, right? It's not about just being a talented guy. I watch so many talented guys year in and year out that phase out because they never really buy into the process, right? They talk about the process. They talk about how good they want to be. They're the first one to let everybody know how good they are, but they're the first ones to transfer once things get hard. And that's a lack of mental performance, a lack of mental strength. And I'm tired of seeing it.
You preaching to the choir, man. I know. I'm with you, man. There's this old saying that's really stuck with me, man, where you don't have to talk about it when you are about it, man. And the ones that talk the most, it's like, all right, you just revealing your cards, man, without
You're insecure.
You're not even telling me. It's crazy because all those things you listed, from the polos to the shaker cups to getting here on time, all those things are within our control.
Yeah.
It's no shock to me that it's like, oh, you're going to fizzle away because you couldn't put a polo on.
And the same responsibilities go into high school if you're going to a private school.
Yeah.
You got to wear your uniform. Right? You got to show up on time. You got to be on time to the bus that's picking you up at 6 a.m.
That's right.
When you go to college, you have to go to 10 hours of tutoring. It's mandatory for freshmen to do it. It's mandatory for you to wear your team issue gear. It's mandatory for you to go to workouts. The guys who don't figure it out in 8th grade, hopefully they end up figuring it out in high school. Hopefully if they even make it through high school, they figure out in college. But very rarely do they actually figure it out. They just blame everybody else and make excuses, and it's everybody else's fault besides their own.